Tonight, we're meeting a South Ogden girl who was hit by a drunk driver who already had multiple DUIs. The crash left her severely injured. Now she's sharing her experience exclusively with ABC4. Our Annika Johns joins us live from Legacy Parkway, close to where the crash happened. Now, Annika, I can only imagine her life has changed.
Yeah, exactly, Sarah. So on the 4th of July, this section of Legacy Parkway was closed down after a DUI driver collided headfirst with a passenger vehicle. Today, I spoke with one of the individuals who was severely injured in the accident about what happened, how her life has changed since then, and what she's hoping what changes will come from sharing her experience. This is a story you'll only be seeing here on ABC4 News.
I haven't walked since the 4th of July, and that's still a process. We're still working on that. I definitely had some broken bones and some other injuries that are still healing, and I'm doing okay, obviously, but it could be better, and it just didn't need to happen.
Around 11:55 p.m. on the 4th of July, the Utah Highway Patrol responded to a wrong-way crash on northbound Legacy Parkway in North Salt Lake. When officers arrived, they determined that a Dodge Stratus slammed into a Chevy Cruze with 3 passengers inside. 2 of the individuals walked away with minor injuries, but the third was left trapped and severely injured inside the destroyed and warped car.
I mean, her car was total, just smashed to bits. They had to cut off the passenger door where I was in the passenger seat, and they had to cut off the back passenger side door and then that middle part to get me out because the dashboard was so far into my lap they couldn't wiggle me out that way.
Since the accident, Peake has undergone 5 surgeries and still has months and possibly years of treatment ahead of her. All because her family says a 25-year-old later identified as Jean Rojas-Campos was driving under the influence.
I was pretty shocked when I found out that we were not his first DUI, that we were his third in the state of Utah. I was pretty shocked because I was like, wow, that's a lot of DUIs.
Rojas-Campos was determined to have a blood alcohol level 5 times above the legal limit at the time of the crash. Peake says that since the accident, there has been little repercussions for Rojas-Campos.
His DUI right before me was 10 days before he hit us, and they just booked him and let him out within that same day. My accident didn't need to happen. He's clearly shown that he's a danger. There were no consequences. He was let out.
Now Peake and her family are determined to spark change in the system by sharing her story. They're hoping to help stop something like this, or even worse, from happening to someone else.
I don't want people to have to die for something to be done. I don't think that's necessary. And I don't want that, and I'm sure nobody else wants that.
Peake continued saying that throughout this whole process, she's had hundreds of people to thank, including friends, family, doctors, nurses, EMTs, and specifically 2 individuals named David and Carrie who came to her aid at the accident site and supported her through this whole process. Reporting live from Legacy Parkway, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.